Hey everybody, welcome back to Biblical Seekers. My name is Nathan and I'm 8 years old. Today I want to be doing a Bible quiz.
Who tried to kill Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego by throwing them into a furnace?
Nebuchadnezzar.
I was the mother of twins, Jacob and Esau. Who am I?
Rebecca.
I gave birth to Jacob's firstborn son, Reuben. Who am I?
Leah.
To whom did Jesus say, "Get thee behind me, Satan"?
Peter and Satan.
2 bodies of water were parted in the Bible. What were they?
Red Sea split by Moses, Jordan River split by Elijah, Elisha, and Joshua.
For refusing to worship a false god, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego was cast into a fiery furnace by King Nebuchadnezzar. How much hotter than normal did the king order the furnace fire to be?
7 times.
After Jesus fed 5,000 people with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread, how many baskets were left over?
12.
Who said, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord"?
Joshua.
Who wrote the book of Revelation?
John.
Who witnessed Elijah being taken up to heaven?
Elisha.
To what land did Moses flee to after killing the Egyptian soldier?
Midian.
What do the deaths of King Ahab and his wife Jezebel have in common?
Dogs eat the blood of their dead bodies.
Where was Jesus born?
Bethlehem.
Name Jacob's 2 sons he had with Rachel.
Joseph and Benjamin.
Who were the parents of King Solomon?
David and Bathsheba.
Jacob and Esau were twin brothers. Name their father and mother.
Isaac and Rebekah.
Who were the 3 women who found Christ's tomb open and empty?
Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James, and Joanna.
How old was David when he was anointed king of Israel?
30.
What did John the Baptist eat while preaching in the Judean wilderness?
Locust and wild honey.
How old was Moses when he died?
120.
God changed my name to Israel. Who am I?
Jacob.
In the Bible, who did the sun and the moon stand still for?
Joshua.
Who does Jesus say is the father of lies?
The devil.
Who wrote the book of Acts?
Luke.
From what tribe of Israel did the Apostle Paul come from?
Benjamin.
Where did Cain go when he left Eden?
Wound up Nod.
Which of Joseph's 11 brothers said to not kill Joseph but to cast him in a pit instead?
Reuben.
What does Eve mean?
Mother of all living.
Who did God describe as a blameless and upright man?
Job.
According to the book of Revelation, what needs to be done to receive the crown of life?
Be faithful to death.
How many years were the Israelites in bondage in Egypt?
430.
To what city was Saul traveling to when he encountered a great and blinding light?
Damascus.
Which disciples witnessed Jesus' transfiguration?
Peter, James, and John.
How much was Joseph sold for by his brothers to the Ishmaelites?
20 pieces of silver.
Which man in the Bible used a stone as a pillow?
Jacob.
Name the disciple who was a tax collector.
Matthew.
Who was the king of Israel when David slew Goliath?
Saul.
How old was Noah when the flood was upon the earth?
600.
Who hid Joshua's spies from Jericho's king?
Rahab.
Who wrote the first 5 books of the Old Testament?
Moses.
I protected 2 spies in Jericho. Who am I?
Rahab.
Who was the father of John the Baptist?
Zacharias.
Why did the king want to kill Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego?
Because they refused to worship their other God.
This woman married Moses.
Zipporah.
At Christ's crucifixion, when did darkness come over the whole land, and how long did it last?
At noon for 3 hours.
Who is the first Christian martyr?
Stephen.
What famous city did Nebuchadnezzar rule?
Babylon.
On what day of creation did God create man?
6th.
When Jesus struggled with the cross, who was forced to bear it for him?
Simon from Cyrene.
What was the name of the sea where Jesus calmed the storm?
The Sea of Galilee.
In what book of the Bible does the story of Noah's Ark appear?
Genesis.
I am the twin brother who gave up my birthright. Who am I?
Esau.
Adam and Cain had 3 sons. Cain was the firstborn, followed by Abel. Who was the 3rd son?
Seth.
Noah sent out 2 different kinds of birds from the ark. What were they?
A raven and a dove.
How long had Lazarus been dead before being risen by Jesus?
4 days.
Who was the oldest brother, Aaron or Moses?
Aaron.
Who negotiated with God to not destroy Sodom if but 10 righteous people could be found there?
Abraham.
James, the brother of John, was the first apostle martyred. How was he killed?
By a sword.
This wicked queen wanted to kill the prophet Elijah.
Jezebel.
And what are the wages of sin?
Death.